watch the video. Interesting result when I put the filter on and not have the filter on. But if you watch to the end, I'll let you know why I'm not happy. So in today's video, I'll be talking about the UV filter and how important it is really, guys, for any drone that you've got. Now, I've got to thank FREEWELL yet again for sending me the filters, but in today's video, it's all about the UV or the ultraviolet filter. Has it got a use? I mean, to be quite honest, it's clear glass. If you're a camera person, you'll understand it a lot more than us droney people. But anyway, to me, it's like an added protection for your camera, because on your camera, believe it or not, it's just the lens there, guys. And we all know, especially flying this type of drone, the more chances of you crashing it are pretty high. Thankfully, I haven't crashed mine yet. Now, you can, I believe, get some sort of protector there, but I think that obscures the vision of the camera there. I'm not 100% because nobody sent me anything yet to do that. But what I will say is, and I've done it on previous videos, especially with the Mini 4, Mini 4 Pro and the Mini 3 Pro, which did surprise me. On those type of drones, there's no lens protector at all. So fitting a UV filter gives you that extra protection, and that's the same with this one really. So this is the box that FREEWELL sent me, and it comes with a nice little case. So if I just open it up, because another thing, I'm gonna be honest, guys, it's a nightmare trying to fit it on. You get a cloth with it, and you're gonna need that cloth, especially if you're gonna do this outside. Now I would suggest, if you're going to fit the UV filter, do it at home, because there's a good chance you're going to drop this thing. Now, another thing that did surprise me, I'll just put on the other camera there, is that I think some reason FREEWELL have changed the design slightly, because on a lot of the ones that I've seen, they actually had the FREEWELL written on top there, which is a good guide, because usually with the other filter, especially with the Mini 3 Pro and the 4 Pro, you always put the filter on when it's got the FREEWELL on top. But on this one, for some reason, they forgot, what's that? That's the UV. They put it on at the side. They got the FREEWELL sticker there. So what I found was, you got to have the the UV on, which is my left side. Because another thing I did notice on the YouTube videos, any guys that are explaining about the filters, they seem to skip the fitting part, and I understand why, because it's so fiddly. So I'm going to try and do it on the camera, guys, because it's not easy, and this cloth is so important. And I ain't got small fingers, they're greasy. So the first thing you want to do, now I've got, most of us have got some sort of camera cleaning gear. Well, hopefully you have. I'm just going to clean any dust that's on there, because obviously once this cover's on, that's going to protect it. Right, now, God, it's not easy. And I just don't know how I'm going to get this on camera. You guys can see it. Let's see if we can get to a better angle. Because my hand at the moment is blocking the view. So what I've done, I've literally rested it on top of the camera there. And however I do this, unfortunately my hand, anyway, what it is, that rests on that little lip in there. And what you got to do, you just push it on. But it's not that easy, guys. You just push it on. Right. Just like that. Now, hopefully, I've shown it. So you've got a little lip there, a little lip there. And what I always tend to do is put the bottom one on first and just push the top one on there. Now getting it off, yet again, it's not easy, I'll be honest. And if you notice, what tends to happen is your fingers just go onto the lens a bit. But what you've got to try not to do is try not to put it on the inside. Okay, can you see that? Okay, so what it's done, I've managed to rest it on that lip. And then that top bit, you just press it on there. Let's do it again. I mean, what does worry me, guys, is you're messing about with the camera. Right, so you just sort of, if you can see that, you just press it. So do it again. Now this time it didn't click. And I know some people were saying that theirs was not with the FREEWELL ones, but with another make. I'm not going to mention. They were coming off. But anyway, that's on there now. The next thing we'll do is we'll go outside and fly the drone, and we'll just make sure that there's nothing obscuring the camera, especially on about the filter itself. Make sure there's no, I don't know, it's blurred, whatever. So, hopefully you understand. It's a nightmare fitting it. It's because it's not easy. And it's always best, I think, to do this when you're at home. Because you can imagine if you did this outside and that fell on the ground. And this has pinged out my fingers a few times onto the floor. And I just think, I don't know, I'm not. Anyway, the main thing, guys, is all cameras got an extra protection on the camera now. Because I don't care what people say. You only got these two buffers there to protect your camera, but it just gives it an extra, as I keep saying, an extra protection. Right, just want to prove to you guys that I've got the UV filter on now, so you can see that's on. It's just sort of sorted itself out. So I'm just setting it all up, and then we'll do this test flight and see if it interferes with the camera. Okay. Okay, off we go. Right, so on this video, I'll be actually talking on it. So hopefully you can see line by line. What I'll also do, I'll put them up, the actual video footage was at 1060, and see if you can see any difference. Any flanges in the corners or any sort of slight blur. I mean, it's very difficult trying to look at on your goggles there. Right, and also I've got this in normal mode now. Just bring it back towards the tree there. You can hear it coming any second now. We got a nice bit of wind. I can just hear it screaming past me. I'll see if I can do it a little bit lower so we can see what the undergrowth looks a bit like. Okay. Obviously not too low, so I hit something. But, right, what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to bring it up around to where the sun is. I think. Okay, I'm going to stop it about here and lift up the screen. Right, okay, so that's interesting. I mean, we got a slight, what I call a sun flare, but we haven't got that little green thing which you normally get when you get a filter. So, so interesting. So anyway, what we're going to do, I'm going to bring the drone back to me, and we'll have a quick chat after I've tried to land this drone. Okay, I'm so glad I've done this test. One without the filter, one with the filter, because I wouldn't have thought that there's going to be a problem. And especially where I live in Spain, the sun is obviously a major problem here. And I did bang on about at the beginning part of this video to say you do need that extra protection, because touch wood, I haven't crashed this drone yet, but to me that lens looks pretty solid. But I think it does need a protector over it. And it'd be interesting to know from you guys if you use a UV filter on your camera and you've noticed no problems with it. Now, I couldn't see anything like flanges or blurring around the edges, which sometimes does happen with filters. It shouldn't happen with a clear filter. I couldn't see that. I won't know until I get back behind the computer and have a good look around the screen to see if there's any slight flaring or whatever. Anyway, what I did notice, and I'm glad I've done it, is when I stopped the drone and faced the camera up towards the sun. I know you won't probably be doing that mostly when you're flying your drone, but there will be occasions where you're bringing the drone around and you're going to catch the sun. Anyway, what I did notice, when the filter was on, there was a sun flare, as I call it, but also I call it the green bubble. That was definitely there. And when I did it again without the filter, that bubble wasn't there. There was a slight sun flare, but no green bubble. So for me personally, I won't be using the UV filter, not on the Avata. I'm still going to use the filters on my 3 Pro and my 4 Pro, because it hasn't got no protection at all. But on this, I think, I might be wrong, to me I think it's pretty solid there. But anyway, don't forget guys, that's my opinion. I will be bringing out a video shortly with the FREEWELL filters, the ND filters, because obviously another thing here, obviously it's really bright, but I won't be using the UV filter, unfortunately. So sorry FREEWELL, but as always, most appreciate those guys sending the filters to me, but the UV filter I won't be using on the Avata until we try out the ND filters. Hope you enjoyed the vid. As always, there'll be another video coming very soon.